Could you imagine if, like, in our generation, as children, they try to make shows about, like, sexuality and shit like that? That shit would get shut down so fast.
Yeah.
If whenever that should try to come out when we were kids.
I hope it stays like this. Apparently, it might go away.
Well, you know, I was watching a thing where they asking Trump because, you know, one of his, like, campaign things was that he wanted to get rid of daylight savings. Mm-hmm. And then when asked him, they're like, do you think it's still going to happen? And he said it's really, really hard to do because it's 50-50.
Let's like go through our education. Where do you think it like went wrong first? Like was
Never told me what shows you're watching.
Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
It's really good, by the way, and you don't need to watch the old show.
Okay.
So if y'all want to watch it. And Punisher actually just came out in the last episode.
Way to spoil it.
No, they knew it was coming back.
I'm just fucking with you.
And
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, they're making a new show, by the way. I think for him.
Punisher?
Yeah.
Sick.
And Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So you need like a binge. So
Yeah. Well, I'm like, every time I'm like, I kind of want to start a new show. I just end up just like continuing watching Family Guy. Cause Family Guy's like my pastime show.
understandable.
Yeah.
Severance, bro.
Yeah.
Severance.
I don't even know what the last show I watched is.
Dave, you should watch Severance too.
All right.
Moon Knight probably.
Yeah, probably Moon Knight.
Yeah.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
You should also watch Invincible. Just because it's animated doesn't mean it's bad, bro.
See, it's like different animated. I feel like it's like
It's like adult animated style.
yeah.
It doesn't look cartoony. To me, it's similar to like, if I was gonna similarize it to anything.
Compare.
Thank you. If I was gonna compare it to anything, it'd be Archer.
I don't know what that is.
You know what Archer is?
No.
Oh, well.
I'm probably never gonna watch anything y'all tell me to watch.
You watched Ted Lasso after we told you to watch it.
Season 3.
That wasn't because y'all told me to watch
4.
it.
No, I know, but we did
It
technically.
just
we did
happened
you
to
watch
tell
it.
me to watch a show I was gonna watch.
You wasn't gonna watch it.
It just happens.
So you're gonna watch Severance.
Probably not. I've never even heard of it. So I don't care about it.
Damn.
Like I watched Moon Knight. Only reason I watched Moon Knight was come Marvel Rivals. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yup.
Okay. Have you watched Winter Soldier? Or Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and the
Falcon
Winter Soldier.
Mm-mm.
Nah, I don't. You know.
Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were actually pissed off because the new one kind of required you to watch the show.
I'm also like done with Marvel though.
You ain't gonna watch what's the next one?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
That one actually looks really
That one looks
good.
really good. Yeah,
It sounds gay.
it's like all the villains basically.
I don't.
It's like all the villains coming
I
back.
got Florence Pugh in it, Dev.
I can't even look at my Netflix because I'm signed into too many accounts. I gotta get a code to my dad's email address to watch it temporarily for 14 days.
Oh
No, it's on
my
Apple
God.
TV.
What? I was just trying to look at my Netflix to see what I watched.
Oh.
Oh. You would love Breaking Bad. Bro.
Rick and Morty's the last.
didn't you
one.
try?
I tried it. I watched the first 3 episodes, then didn't get into it. But I was talking to Eric about it yesterday too, and he said you have to like make it through the first season basically, which is like to me that's like it's a bad show then, in my opinion.
You told me that. You told me that
The
about
same thing. About what?
Clone Wars.
All right, I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
The last show I watched was Rick and Morty.
Really? The
You
whole
watch
thing?
all of it? Damn.
Damn. How many seasons is that?
Oh, like 3 seasons.
Oh,
Oh.
for real?
I thought it was
I
longer.
thought it was long as fuck.
I
too.
think might be 7.
Damn, that's a big jump.
Let me look.
Damn, I'm scared to drink this coffee.
Oh, the Penguin. You watched the Moon Knight after or before the Penguin?
That was definitely before. So, but I think I watched Rick and Morty
Yeah,
after,
that's still hot. That's still hot.
after the Penguin.
Yeah, bro. Penguin was good.
The Penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good, bro.
Yeah. You know
Okay,
what's
yes,
beef?
It was 7 seasons.
Damn.
Took me like a week.
Damn.
This is why and he told me this yesterday. He said that's why he avoids shows.
Because he watches them in a week.
Like I'm finishing it probably that week.
So what's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, because I won't sleep.
Oh, you don't sleep anyways. Might as well do something productive.
Yeah, fuck
It's
it.
even worse.
Yeah, fair enough.
Stay up all night.
Yeah, fucking right.
What else?
I
I just started watching Adolescence on Netflix.
What is that?
I really don't know yet, but so far it's about like a murder mystery kind of
So
thing.
like, how'd you get into watching it? You just saw the cover.
It's a
and was
number
like,
one on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, because I want to start like going to movie theaters without seeing trailers. Let's go to the movie theater and be like, all right, I'm gonna watch this movie.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah. It's like what's like just watch
That's
like
not hard to do.
No, I know, but it's like it. Well, because I'm not gonna do that here.
Right.
Like I want to go to like Conroe to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to go and be like, all right, what time is it? It's 5. What's the next showing? All right, I'm gonna watch that movie.
Are they selling tickets for Revenge of the Sith?
I hope not.
I think Ralph said that he got his ticket already. I don't
For
know if he was
real?
just lying or not.
No, hold up. I don't even care. Bro. I'm fucking
About to buy it right now.
No, legit. It's it's at AMC theaters, right?
Mm-hmm. Metro Park, I believe. You know, AMC kind of cheap. When I went, maybe I went on like a
the
day.
snacks, or you mean like the tickets?
Nah, the tickets. I can spend like $14 for both me and China.
You go to matinee?
I don't remember.
Last time I looked, when I was looking at the new cap,
Yeah.
I was looking at like $15, but it was also in advance.
Oh, okay.
Dev,
You don't like watching nothing. You don't like.
YouTube.
when is it on the 25th of April?
Yeah.
How the fuck? I don't even think it goes that far.
Yeah, Ralph was probably just lying his ass off.
I did start watching my podcast.
Oh, you didn't watch him before?
Mm-mm.
You like?
I'm driving
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I do this
most of the time.
Now I listen to podcasts when I drive.
Did you watch the Theo Vaughn with? No. It's good. Like it.
I bet.
for which one?
Huh?
Like, you mean like what do you mean? Like, did you watch like any Theo Von podcast or
Theo
just
Von
like?
and Andrew Scholes.
The one with Andrew
okay.
Scholes.
Anything with Andrew Scholes is gonna be good.
Huh?
Anything with Andrew Scholes is gonna be good.
I don't fucking knows how to talk, bro.
Yeah, he does. He was saying a lot of like wise stuff.
Yeah, they're
smart.
not even on sale.
He's a comedian. Comedians
Yeah.
are geniuses.
Yeah. What'd you say?
They're not even on sale.
Oh, he was lying.
Yeah. Damn.
Got your ass.
I'm excited, bro. I was about to say like, fuck,
He,
bro. I'm
he
behind.
egoed me, man. He egoed
Yeah,
me.
you did.
Did you watch Shrek?
Like the old Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to double check, man. You never know with
Who
Dev.
didn't watch Shrek?
Did you see the new one? The trailer?
I saw the pictures
The
of it.
teaser? What'd you think? Look weird? No?
I saw all the hate on it, but
What'd you think?
looked like.
Same?
I think if it's a good movie, who cares what it looks like?
Yeah. It's a good
I mean,
point.
they looked older. They're
Yeah.
gonna be older.
Yeah. No, I mean that's true. Now people are like complaining about the animation and stuff and how it just doesn't look the same, but
It was like 2 seconds, bro.
yeah.
And Pinocchio looked the same.
Yeah.
But it depends on how they. I mean, if the storyline is like 20 years down the road,
And it would make sense.
they got to look 20 years older. I mean,
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah, I think people don't really understand that you can't make stuff, or maybe you can, I don't know, but you can't make today's work look like past work. Or
you
can
could. But
No, you could.
So,
That's what I saw a
they
lot
don't-
of people.
they don't put the time in they do today.
That's
they
probably
did
the
put
biggest
back
thing
then.
is.
mm,
But like, and also now it's like it's easier because you can just like, back then whenever it was like animation, you legit had to like draw it out. Oh shit!
they were
draw it
actually
out.
putting in work to make stuff.
Yeah,
back
and now
then.
it's like if you wanted to make an animation, you don't have to go like frame by frame and animate it.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, all right, I'm gonna press this button and it's gonna walk.
yeah,
So, and the thing is now is that like everybody's an expert now.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's kind of like everybody knows how shit works because I don't know. To me, it's just like there were so many mistakes and stuff in like other stuff before that now people try to catch it more often now. Like they look for that kind of stuff.
it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it is really annoying because it's like at the end of the day, it's not gonna affect you anyways.
Yeah.
You need to answer it.
Mm-mm.
Like Invincible had that problem with the season. Obviously, like they're trying to make people were complaining that the gap between season 1 and season 2 was too much, so they tried to close that gap. Yeah, by cutting some corners, and to me, it didn't affect me. The show was still 100% as good as it was, but to some people, it's like, oh, the animation is really really bad, blah 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 blah. But then when the fights happen, it's like top tier. It's like if two people are talking or flying from one place to another, it doesn't need to look dramatic or anything as long as the dialogue and everything there works. People like to
People's expectations are way too high.
Exactly, bro.
Mm.
Exactly.
But then again, you got movies like Transformers and Pirates of the Caribbean back then.
It's also true.
It was just crazy.
And y'all ready for that? G.I. Joe and Transformers, though?
Have we heard anything about that?
Not heard anything. The only thing we seen was that.
Like, is this still happening though? Do we know?
I would assume so.
I mean, it'd be cool if it happens, but
I want more Pirates of the Caribbean.
what if it doesn't have Johnny Depp?
I don't want more Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, no, that just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it. I'd probably but
who could be the closest
nobody.
to Johnny Depp?
Nobody.
Yeah, right.
No
like
one.
nobody.
I don't even think. Well, originally, whenever like the whole like Amber Heard thing was happening, Disney was gonna make one with Margot Robbie as like the main character, which she's a really good actress. But
I mean, I'd watch that, but not
Out
for
of the-
Pirates of the Caribbean.
right, but it wouldn't be. It'd just be a pirate movie. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. But now that he's like he was found innocent or whatever, I think they want to make one with him and Margot Robbie.
I could see that duo.
Yeah, that'd be really good. I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen the originals though.
Are you serious?
I saw one. I saw.
I need to rewatch them.
What's that fucking? Which one? Dead Man Tides or whatever.
I don't know.
Stranger Tides. Stranger Tides. I
Mm.
couldn't tell you which one it was or whatever.
Every single one of them just Pirates of the Caribbean, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Them last letter words don't count.
Yeah, it don't.
I tried to watch the first one multiple times, and every time I fall asleep.
Dang.
Maybe I should like try again though.
Yeah.
Still hasn't watched Iron Giant.
I did watch The Wild Robot though.
What the hell
I
is
don't even know what that is.
I was like up for best animated film or whatever.
But you didn't watch Iron Giant.
Nah, I got. Have you watched it recently?
I don't need to.
Maybe it doesn't hold up.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it holds up.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It was in Ted Lasso. Come on.
Was it?
I don't remember that.
Remember when they had movie night?
I watched that shit like 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Movie night.
The whole team had movie night when it was gonna like have the big game or something.
Oh, okay.
And they watched Iron
Oh,
Giant.
they were like crying and shit. All of them were crying. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember
remember
that.
that.
Yeah. No, it holds up for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not gonna watch it.
I'll watch it. Maybe not before the next episode, but I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'll watch it by I'll watch it in April.
You know
by the
what?
end of April for sure.
You know what I've been doing recently?
Hmm.
I've been putting on. Well, you know, we talked about it in Austin. I've been putting on old cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like Boomerang cartoons. You know,
Yeah.
just have them playing in the background. So nice.
So like, what do you mean like in the background? Like, what are you doing? Like cleaning or like doing that kind of stuff? Or
Yeah, just like
or just like your pastime show.
pastime. Yeah,
Like, I got 30 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put a cartoon on.
Exactly. Or like early in the morning, like when I'm waking up, you know, chilling in bed on my phone, I'll just turn it on real quick. Or late at night before I go to bed, same thing.
Yeah.
It's nice because that's how like it was like that when I was growing up. Like I just
You know, Javi does the same thing.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice. It's very like calming.
Yeah, because we did it whenever we were in Austin. We did it. We were all watching the Flintstones or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't. It didn't pique my interest at all.
Really?
Yeah. But I never watched. But I didn't watch the Flintstones.
Oh, you didn't?
No, like I did, but I didn't. You know, like I don't remember. Like I know for sure I watched them. Do you remember? I was like, how come they're not running? But like, it wasn't like my cartoon. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, cause like I bet if I put on the Wacky Racers, you ever watch that shit?
Absolutely.
I bet I would fucking lock into that.
Yeah.
That was my like morning cartoon that I was excited to watch.
I don't even think I know what that one is.
Huh?
I don't even think I know what that one is.
Mikey races?
Just they would always race, and they were just wacky.
I was a SpongeBob baby.
Bro, have you seen the new SpongeBob?
Mm-mm.
I've been seeing
They changed
Twitter
it or
clips.
what?
Dude, they just do like weird stuff. Like it's kind of like gross.
You ever? They always did weird shit, bro.
But it's like bad.
Like how so? Like you got an example, or you want to go find one, or
Yeah, I mean, I'll look while you say what
The
you're
only
about
thing
to say.
weird to me about the new SpongeBob is just how like crisp it is.
Right? It
It's-
just looks
yeah.
too good.
It's too HD. Like
Yeah. That's what I thought you were gonna say. But what do you mean? What was I gonna say? You said I'll talk to you while you figure out what you were gonna say.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I love how different our media consumption is.
Like even today, or like you saying back then?
Between us three.
I don't know. I don't know if Nick and I is that different. I think Nick watches more shit than I do, though. Are you saying like on a scale or just like what we watch?
What y'all watch?
Oh no, that's valid.
What all three of us watch.
Right.
I mean, we all probably three watch the same amount. Half of yours is probably like TikTok.
No, I don't even get on TikTok like that no more. I promise. I really don't. I'm always fucking working and shit. Okay, when I'm going to sleep. Like, that's it. It used to be like an all day thing.
Yeah,
Now I'll just like watch Family Guy or whatever.
They be watching all kinds of shows. I watch YouTube.
Oh, I thought you meant like actual like media.
Yeah, I just didn't break it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably watch the widest variety of stuff. Just because of what I watch on YouTube.
That's probably valid, actually.
Y'all are just
Watch a
watching
little bit.
shows and
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. You see, this is gonna be so, because I was, whenever you said that, I was like, oh yeah, because I'm like the only one who watches like animated shows and anime and stuff. But did you see that a lot of animes are gonna get taken down in Texas because they released the law in Texas saying that the animes can't sexualize teenagers anymore?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There goes half of Bert's tabs.
No, I know, right?
Nah, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna fact check that because I don't know if that's true.
This tab's staying there forever, boy. All the 300 of them.
What is this? Like, what's going on?
What you mean, bro? He's getting cleaned.
But like, he's on his tongue.
He's on his tongue.
Yeah.
Is that what he was? Oh, wait a second,
Hey, yo.
bro.
This is like weird, bro.
Wait a second. Your mom said call her, bro. Give your mom's a call real fast while I fact check this thing.
I gotta look at the hand.
I was about to say, why he cover his eye? Why he wearing where the fuck the bandana come? Like, why the fuck you wearing the bandana?
He got the plain white tee on, man. You gotta get the
The
hood out.
Mustang.
Bar.
Well, my mom having terrible luck with the Mustang, man.
Yeah.
The other day I went over to the house and I noticed I was like walking out to my car and I looked at the red one, see a dent in the side of the door.
Damn.
Like white paint.
Damn.
Somebody just hit that bit in
Open
the
that
parking
fucking
lot and
door.
just took off. She didn't even know it was there.
Damn.
And then somebody just hit her in the Walmart parking lot just now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's ass, bro.
Hurts my heart, man.
Yep.
But
It ain't yours no more.
And yeah, so yeah, I was actually incorrect a little bit. It's actually it's a U.S. law. It's not a Texas law.
So it's gonna be in all of America.
Yeah.
See,
I kind of fuck with
they
it,
making
actually.
that law like aimed towards anime,
Oh no.
or is anime just getting affected by something completely
it's
different?
just it's a law saying that you can't sexualize minors in media, but I mean it's anime, except for maybe Euphoria. Euphoria is hella sexualizing high school students.
Sex Education,
Yeah.
good ass show. Ever watch that?
No, I didn't actually.
It's actually really good.
I heard it was like fucking hilarious.
That boy Otis. You watch Sex Education, Nick? It's good.
is it? Is it actually about sex education?
Pretty much. I mean, not really. It's not like teaching you sex education.
Is it just like about a whole bunch of like high school kids and stuff?
It's about this dude named Otis,
That was
and his
boring.
mom is like a sex therapist, and she's like famous, like she writes books and stuff. So she like knows sex education, but
right.
that makes Otis know a lot about it too, and he
Ah.
basically opens like a sex education thing in school,
Oh.
That is not what I thought that show was about.
and that's like the whole show.
Is he like good with the ladies, bro? Is that what he uses to try and get in there?
He gets a baddie
That's what's up.
and then breaks up with her
Damn, he got it like that.
for another one.
Mm.
Then doesn't get with him.
He got it like that, bro. He got it like
He
that.
moving around, ain't he?
Fucking Otis, man.
That boy Otis.
Should have stayed with Ruby.
Fucking
Wanted
shit,
Maeve.
Ruby. Come on, man. Stay with Ruby, bro. What you doing?
Come on, Otis.
God damn it, Otis.
Otis.
But no, it was a good show. Good show. A random show I watched and finished it in like a couple
I
weeks.
don't think I've done that.
So
in
all
a
the seasons
while.
weren't even out yet. Waited for the last season to come out. Finished that in like a day.
I'm trying to think of the last show that I did that with.
Like binge, like random show or binged?
No, like binge, just like kept going.
Ooh, mine was Game of Thrones.
Really?
I finished the last 2 seasons in a weekend.
What's this gnat flying around here,
I
bro?
see that bitch.
Yeah, see, if I watch Game of Thrones, I'm finishing it in
You
2
would probably
weeks, 2
really
weeks
like that
tops.
show.
Oh yeah, he would love that. He
Oh,
would
I know
love
I'd
Game
love
of
it.
Thrones. Well, he said like it was funny because he would come in while I'm watching it. He'd be like, "Hey, look, it's so and so," and it's just like, "How do you know?"
Look,
And he's like,
okay,
"On TikTok." Yeah.
See, look, this is part of my thing though. Like, I'd love to watch Game of Thrones, but I get home from work. One, I'm either fall asleep because I'm fucking tired, but I either gotta edit videos, I either gotta stream, or I either just gotta research both of those. So I don't have time. If I start watching stuff like that, I'm not gonna have any time to do that.
I usually just watch shows whenever I eat, like dinner.
I've been
But you-
watching YouTube if I eat dinner, and then it's usually, I mean, even like that's what's weird. Even if I'm just watching somebody gaming on YouTube, like I'm watching it for the entertainment, but like I'm also like taking mental notes. So
Yeah, it's valid.
like, yo, how do you do that? What do you do there? What kind of sound effects is dude using? What's this dude's timing?
It's valid.
If I watch TV and stuff, I'm not really like learning what I want to learn from it.
Which is crazy because when I watch TV, I am thinking that kind of shit.
What?
I'm just like, oh, that's a cool shot. Or maybe I should try that in like at
Oh, yeah,
work
that's
or
because
whatever.
you're yeah.
Yeah,
You're in that field.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you're technically in that field, kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I watch
That
what
makes
I
sense.
watch the field I'm in.
Yeah. Like literally when I first started over there, it was literally like, you know, my first few days I was waiting for like shit to do, you know? Like at most jobs. And they were like, well, for one, go watch our videos, and two, just honestly like use time to go watch like some documentaries
Yeah.
and like learn like how to like some questions to ask and things like that. It's just like, oh yeah, valid.
Do you think every like show has like a takeaway from it or nah?
Like I mean like a message or I think
Even
well,
if it's not intended, but you think there's something you can pull?
I think so. Fast and Furious, family.
family. Yeah.
I think everything, even if it's not intentional, it'll just be like if it's a movie and there's two friends and they have some conflict and they fix it somehow. Like that's
I
it.
mean,
If they
I
don't
guess if
fix it, there's a message in them not fixing it.
Even
Yeah.
Family Guy does it.
Yeah.
So
I feel
yeah.
like if there's a story,
If it's an even, it can,
huh?
Pull to me, bro.
Real.
What's going
I
on?
feel like there's
You forgot that,
unintentional
damn it.
messages
Yeah.
everywhere. Yo, this bitch needs some.
Oh, bro, you well.
WD.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whenever you're like, I know you're not really supposed to be like taught how to write, but when you're taught how to write, that's also like something. Just like if there's no message, what's the point of making it? That's why people think like shows like SpongeBob and shit are stupid, because it's like most of the time there's nothing message. It's just like
There definitely
There's
is.
like a message every episode. I
Yeah.
don't know about now. Well, I don't know about any
Yeah.
children's TV shows now.
Yeah.
Besides,
well, they're
like
sending the wrong message.
they fucking have gender shit and
Man.
the
They're sending the
episodes
wrong
and shit
shit.
like that. Talking about a cow that doesn't know its
Could
gender.
you imagine if like in our generation as children they try to make shows about like sexuality and shit like that? That shit would get shut down so fast.
Yeah.
If whenever that should try to come out when we were kids.
We really do live in a different time, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
crazy. And we're like, we watched the transition too.
Yeah.
We were like
Literally.
the last,
We were the
not to like toot our own horns, but like we were the last like
Like chill.
chill
we're the last
generation.
normal childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah.
We were actually talking about that just now because one of my cousins, he's bigger.
Yeah.
And, you know, my mom's was like, you know, you were a fat kid too, but the only difference is y'all still knew how to play outside.
Yeah.
So y'all would get active. So you were fat, but you still could like go run, you know?
Kids don't do that now.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like the next generation after us. Like almost
Yeah, it's
exactly.
literally, well,
Yeah.
technically he's still Gen Z actually.
Oh.
But
I think we got to experience enough of like the old
Yeah.
dude,
old lifestyles, the
Like
gadgets.
our childhood was still like play outside,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we also grew up in the technology.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, we were in the
Childhood.
perfect plot because
Yeah.
like we know how to work technology,
Yeah.
but we also know how to go have some real fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I'm happy with that.
I still can't get around the fact that like I was watching a fucking show the other day, just like Devin said, or on TikTok, and it was like one of these kids' cartoons, and it was like, yeah, like a cow, or like it was a monster truck, or the other day it was a dinosaur, and it was like, or it was a robot actually, it was a robot, and she goes, I don't think I'm a girl or a guy. And the fucking kid was like, well, that's why we use they them pronouns. And it's like,
Are
what
you
the
serious?
yeah, bro, I swear to you.
Like dead ass.
Those words were used, bro. Not exactly, but
in the cartoon.
yes. And it was like kid style. And like to me, you know, like whatever. Like I don't agree with it, but if you're 18 and you're older and you're an adult, you can make whatever decisions you want to.
Absolutely.
But like I'm not even gonna push on a kid, hey, you know, like you gotta be straight. You know, like I don't agree with the LGBTQ community at all. So it's like, hey, fuck them. You know, I'm not gonna teach a kid that. I'm just gonna teach a kid to be a kid. You know, or it's like, hey, here are your ABCs or your colors or your shapes.
Yeah.
So why are we putting this shit? Why are we pushing it one way when we never pushed the other way?
Mm.
You know, even when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's my 2 cents.
What changed? What drove us to this direction to where we're like pushing this on children? Like,
Well,
how did this happen?
I was listening to a podcast about it, and they were talking about this, and it might not be completely, it's kind of the same, but I mean, back then we were going to wars. Men were at war. Men were a lot more useful,
Manly.
basically, versus now when everyone's kind of comfortable. I mean, we don't have to
kinda
go to
valid.
war. We all just here. We get to do our own thing.
Living life.
Live the actual American dream. We don't have anything to worry about. So I think part of it is the women, because back then they had to rely on men more because we were doing shit. But now they don't really have to rely on anybody. So they're going out for different stuff, figuring shit out. Men are doing the same because they don't have anything to do.
We're all just kind of like merged now.
and I think also they're trying to make it normal when it again, this is my opinion, but like when it shouldn't be, I guess.
Like what normal?
Like in that case, like pushing that stuff on children, because one thing that is kind of similar, but some people might argue it's similar, some people might argue it's not similar, but like the race thing, you know, like I remember some kid cartoons or some kid shows where, you know, it would be like they're hating on like this black kid or whatever, and then like the message in the thing is like, hey, he's the same, just because he's black doesn't mean he's like different from us, you know. But you know, but maybe like to our grandparents or great grandparents, to them that could be the same thing that we're thinking, is like, yo, like fuck them, you know, like fuck them black people, like why are they pushing this shit on our kids? But obviously, to my opinion, that's different because you being black does not affect it, right? But like the other stuff is kind of weird, and again, sexual. So that's like my thing.
Mm.
I don't know. I guess that's the only thing I could really argue on that side.
Yeah. Oh.
Life, bro. It's
Are
crazy.
people racist are they racist starting as a kid?
No, but I think they can be taught by their older generation.
Oh yeah. Kid just come out the womb racist.
It's a fucking black doctor, and they're like, "Hey, yo, fuck you, dog.
Fuck you. Put me down.
You ever see this mom and her little kid, and there's a bunch of little sheep? There's like white ones and black ones, and the mom's like, "Look at the white one."
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at and she's like, "Oh, look, the black one." And the little
black
black kid
one.
come out. The black one.
The black one. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. It's
You gotta show me
hilarious.
now.
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is a little black kid just came out of nowhere, bro. It's freaking
Dude, you know what
hilarious.
why you find that video? You know what trend I fucking love, bro? Is whenever like you're watching a video and then people just say the hard R randomly, bro. Black people say the hard R randomly, bro. Like I don't know if y'all seen that trend where they're making fun of this movie, and like this quarterback throws it at this cheerleader and the cheerleader catches it and he's like, "Nice." I'm sorry, I'm not laugh. He's like, "Hey, nice catch, cheer." And the girl's like, "No, not my name, quarterback," and throws it back to the quarterback. Well, people like make fun of it. And there was this one where this white guy threw it to this black guy, and he was like, "Hey, nice catch, cheer." And the guy goes, "Not my name," and just says the hard R. And it was the funniest fucking shit ever, bro. It's so funny. I just never expected it. It just comes out. You're like, oh.
You ready?
Yeah.
I know. Look at that white goat. Oh, I know. Look, there's a black one.
Black one.
A black one. Oh, he's hilarious.
You know that mom got scared for a second.
real.
bro. Probably like the church mom too.
Oh
Like
my god, it's so funny.
claims she ain't racist, low key racist.
Oh,
like
it's so funny.
You know, I was growing up. I don't ever remember my parents talking anything about color.
No.
can't relate to that one.
Damn. Nah. Well, I mean, I grew up.
Besides, I started getting older and I could
Black folks,
talk. It just started getting funny.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, ridiculous. What'd you say?
What did you say? I forgot what you said already.
When I got older and I could talk, it just started getting funny.
We say you didn't grow up hearing anything about color.
But like,
Oh.
I don't remember growing up. You're like, yo, look at that black kid. Yo, look at that white kid.
And that's it, huh? Or no?
Like the most when it came to color.
Yeah, I guess I am.
It was just a descriptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can't relate to that one.
What do you mean?
Well, you know,
Yeah,
grandparents.
yeah, you Mexican. Beans is different though.
Yeah.
They just a whole different culture.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, but I remember one time.
They don't hold back.
Yeah,
don't care.
That's valid. No, we don't. And it's funny because my grandma will say some shit sometimes. I'm like, Grandma, you're fucking dark as shit, bro. Like, what are you talking
Oh
about?
god, she fit just right in.
I swear to God. No, but I was talking. There was one time I can't even remember. Oh, you weren't there. Fuck. Well, my surprise birthday party when I was like 16 or whatever, it's 15.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Bro, always gotta call me out on this shit.
For God, every time this gets
well,
brought up, he says
I
that.
said y'all might remember, and then I was like, oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, fair.
But anyways, we were basically the party started like in the dining room, right, where like all of the parties are usually held. And then we migrated to my bedroom when all the girls left. All the guys went to my bedroom so we could play like FIFA or whatever. And yeah, I remember my mom's was like, or no, and so my fam, they stayed in the dining room and like had the music playing. They were partying, and we were like, damn, we need some music, bro. So then fucking the walked out into they were partying, right? My fam was like, you know, keeping the groove going out in the dining room. He comes out, walks out of my room, goes to the dining room. They're listening to music, disconnects the fucking speaker, grabs it, just takes it back to my room.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then they didn't tell me this till afterwards, but they were like mad confused. They were like, what the fuck? And I don't know why that reminded me of that story, but it was so funny. Because afterwards they were just like, yeah, what the fuck was he doing? I was like, I don't know, dude. If y'all would have told me, I would have told him to stop.
Whose speaker was it?
It was, I don't know whose it was. They were just using it at the party. So he just grabs it and like takes it to my room.
That's fucking.
they're like listening to music, like talking and shit. The fucker comes in and just takes it.
Takes it, just walks back.
Hey man, respect that aura, bro.
Yeah,
It was your birthday. It was your birthday, bro.
It's valid.
I
That's
said,
valid.
fuck it, he get the music.
He had the confidence,
So funny,
didn't he?
dude. I was so pissed whenever that fucking party was there. At first. Remember that shit.
You were legitimately pissed.
Yeah, I was
huh?
not happy. But I had to put on a face. I had to turn on a face.
Would you do? Would you still be like that today?
Nah, I'd just be like, it's what it is. I don't want to party, but it's a party, so whatever.
You wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be like a little bit happy.
Depends on who showed up.
The people you love most.
Like, it was like the boys.
Yeah,
I'd be like, all right, let's do it. Whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Appreciate you guys. But
it's all right. Who getting a phone call now?
me.
You gonna answer that?
You want me to?
You
Man, it's all boiled egg. I'm so confused, bro.
Bueno. What's up?
Nick, call me so I can get a phone call too. God damn it.
call you in a
Yeah,
minute.
No, so that's. I'm going to Chili's right now, bro.
For real?
Well, she said they're like shopping right now, but they about to go. And I was like, let me know when y'all go. And if we're done, we're done.
Oh, now chili sound good.
Yeah, what the fuck, Mal?
Y'all want to pull through or what?
Hell yeah! Like deadass, I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Dev,
What were we
I know
talking
you're
about?
hungry.
What were we talking about?
What were we talking
Oh,
about?
my birthday party, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't be mad. But like, I think part of the reason I was mad was because I walked in and I saw people that like who had never come to my house before. So my first instinct was worried. You know, like beaners are different, bro. Like if you don't do certain shit, and they'll just see you as disrespectful. So
That's just how the culture is.
right, for sure. And I know Hunter had told me afterwards that he had like broke it down to you guys beforehand.
Who?
Because like one thing that's like very specific in Hispanic culture is like, especially if it's your first time there, say hi to everybody so they just know you. Just out of respect, you know, like, hey, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, blah blah. And then I remember sometimes like our friends didn't do that, and they were like automatically seen as like disrespectful.
Was that my first time going over there?
Yeah,
It was.
It was.
That was my first time meeting your family too, huh?
Yeah, it was. But then I remember Hunter, since he was the one who like organized it, or like helped them organize it, I guess. They he told me he actually like broke it down to you guys. I was like, make sure you say hi and like this and that. I don't know if he did that for real, but
I don't remember. All I remember is walking to your house. I don't remember anything.
yeah,
else.
because y'all parked at a. And I remember because I went out with Alex and Joel.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I gotta tell you something about that. But I was hanging out with Alex and Joel, and he was like, we were playing Monopoly at his house. He was like, man, you want some food? You hungry? And I was like, dude, I am hungry. Like, can we go to Whataburger? Like is that the move or what? And he goes, nah, that's too much food, right? I'm not feeling that much food. Let's do 3 spoons instead. I was like, all right. I was butthurt, bro. I want a Whataburger. But obviously, he couldn't take me to go get Whataburger because
there was food
there
at
was
your
food.
house.
Yeah, they had did.
What excuse did he give you to go back to your house?
I can't remember, bro, but it worked. I just remember it being like really good and being like.
He said he like needed to go grab something, huh?
Oh, I think he said like let's go play soccer or something, and
Stuff was at your house.
and yeah, I needed to go get my stuff. I can't remember though.
That's why
but-
Mel was pissed. He wanted to go play soccer.
No, I was pissed because again there were like people that had never come over, so like that was your first time over.
Damn,
That
bro, he's
was-
pissed at you, Nick.
No, not specifically at you, just a situation.
Bro, it was your fault.
He
That
fucking
was
cussed me out
Eric's
when he
first
walked
time
around.
over.
Yeah.
It was Anna's first time at my house. So I don't think she ever went again while my parents were there. She went to the party that I threw. But yeah, and I'm not the biggest on like celebrating my birthday. Like I usually like maybe I'll go to dinner with the fam. What did I do this year? Nothing. I didn't do shit this year. I worked.
Yeah.
I worked all day.
You didn't go out to eat with your fam though? Damn, didn't even do that, huh?
Oh, I think like that Saturday my mom was like, let's go to Roadhouse, like just you and me. I'm like, okay, because I don't like going out with the fam because it's like 12 of us, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of y'all.
It's like,
Big
fuck, I
party.
hate going to restaurants with so many people.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So,
And I went to Sebi's soccer game
yeah.
Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and it made me just like miss being outside and like playing.
Yeah, dude, I want to go.
Yeah. Well,
I can't right now.
yeah. The one time I hit you up, and
We
said,
could have gone
"Let's
to play
go."
Frisbee.
I don't want to play frisbee. I want to play soccer. This fucking gnat is about to catch my hand, bro.
When I was editing the last episode, I realized this is the first time that I got a tattoo where we didn't talk about tattoos the following episode.
It's kind of hot in here, guys.
Why you so like...
Yeah, why are you locked in right
A
now?
lot of
What you-
stuff going on over here.
yeah, but that was the first time I got a tattoo where we didn't talk about my tattoo on the pod.
Oh, that one that you just got?
Yeah, on the last
Oh, we didn't
episode.
talk about that one?
Huh?
We didn't talk about it?
No, that's the first time when I got a new tattoo and we didn't talk about it.
Oh, well,
We
let's go ahead and
didn't
talk
even
about it.
Cool, let's make it another, huh? So what you do yesterday?
Shit.
mention.
Shit.
Nah.
Yesterday. Shit.
What we talking about?
Actually, I do want to get on tattoos because you mentioned that you don't want it anymore.
Okay.
So what made you change your mind?
I don't know. I guess just time.
Okay.
Really. Like, just time and thinking about it. Like, is it worth it? Like, I don't know. Like, I thought it was cool at first, like tattoos. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably get a couple, one more, whatever. But I don't know. I like my skin, like just pure. Just
That
nothing
cocoa
on
butter
it.
lotion.
That lotion, shiny. Nah, I don't know. I just genuinely like lost a little bit of interest in it. Like, it's still there. I'm like, it's kind of like a maybe.
If you just had money, you'd probably won't get one.
Do you think
Money,
that- do you
money
think
was
it's
no
not-
concern.
Yeah, do you think it's just not worth the money?
Yeah, because it's gonna be so small, and it's like probably pay like over $100 or $100. I'm like, it's not really worth that,
It's kind of valid.
Yeah.
It's kind of valid. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let y'all know. My sister's gonna be hosting a tattoo party.
Okay. What the hell is that? Like, everybody gets tattoos?
So yeah, you basically like pay.
Oh,
him-
so, like-
you pay maybe like a few $100 to like shut the shop down, take beer, have a good time, and then he'll just be tattooing people.
Huh?
You still have to pay for your tattoos. I don't think it's like a free
okay,
tattoos
okay,
for the
okay.
night. But like he said usually like the person who books it like it's cheaper tattoos.
But to say, is it gonna be like that one party we went to? I know what I'm talking about. Right? Guy was tattooing people.
I didn't go to that.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
When?
Emo party.
Emo party.
Oh, people. There was a tattoo gun there.
Yeah, there's a tattoo guy there. You didn't?
I left early as fuck that night.
No, he was there the whole time.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was emo party. That you
Okay.
won the.
Yeah, I won the event.
Thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. There's people tattooing people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember at least.
I don't like parties.
I don't know. There's gonna be hella women there, so
Hello, women. Where?
that tattoo party.
Oh, what is that
No.
soon?
I think they're gonna try and make it soon, but we're gonna host it here now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was gonna be in Conroe.
It was gonna be in Conroe, yeah.
Mm.
No, seriously, I'll let y'all know if y'all want to go. Maybe get a tattoo or something. Have some beer, vibe out. I'll probably go and just get a tattoo. Probably.
And
won't.
I'll go anywhere if I can get a little drink, a little beer, a little food,
Yeah. I don't know
Little
about food, but yeah.
little finger food or something.
Yeah.
I don't like being with a bunch of random people.
It's valid.
Yeah.
It's valid. You're
Mhm.
But nah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of like being.
Being clean slate.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. I can respect that. Now it's funny because when I got this one on my hand, I don't remember why. I think it was like at the gym or something. I was looking at my hands though, and I was like, I'm never gonna see the top of my hand again. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, ain't it?
No. I don't want something on this one.
Unless you get it removed.
No, I'll never get it removed. That shit too sick. I
I don't
get
think
hella
that-
compliments on this.
I'd never go on. I think the only time, if I get tattoos, it's just gonna be like here. I'll do all this. That's it. I don't even want to really do my legs. I don't wear shorts, so
Yeah.
That's what I said too.
there's no point.
Are you
getting
gonna
them.
get one?
I
Still?
mean, I still want mine, but
Or
That's
just. It's just
when
like-
money's no problem is when that's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
They're expensive for sure. That's what I said too, though. I always said I didn't want any under my wrists or above. Like basically, if I can't hide them, then I shouldn't get it there. Was my original.
mine's not even about me not hiding them now.
No, I know, but that's like that's just a way of saying it. Like above my wrist and under my collar, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to be the same way, and then people ask me like, "Why on your hand?" And I said I was tired of wearing long sleeves and not being able to show my tattoos, so I got some on my hands.
Bar.
Yeah,
Okay. I respect it, man.
yeah, but workplace is changing, so.
Yeah.
Now it's actually funny. At work, we started a podcast, and the dress code for the place I work at, men aren't allowed to wear earrings. I still wear mine because I don't get told not to take them out. And then I was editing the podcast or whatever, and I was like, shit, I'm wearing my earrings. It's like against dress code, so maybe people will have a problem with it. So I went to my boss, young boss, by the way. She's 34, so she's like, yeah, she gets it.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't give a shit. When I told her, she didn't even know. But anyways, I went up to her and I was like, hey, yeah, on camera I'm wearing earrings. And she goes, so? And I go, that's against dress code. And she was like, well, first, didn't even know that. Second, if anybody gets mad about you wearing earrings, I will literally fight them. Because it's 2025.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, just wanted to double check with you. And she's like, I
Perfect.
don't care. I'm like, okay.
That weight is lifted off your chest now.
Yeah, because, well, it's funny because when I got the one on my hand, my grandma was very upset. She was like, why would you get it on your hand? But I didn't get like a lecture from her. She was just like, why? For like the first week, she was like, why? But the only person that lectured me was my brother. He fucking tore it into me. By the end of it, I was like, why the fuck? You're my brother, bro. Like, what the fuck? What do you care so much for? And I told my boss that, and she goes, I understand where he's coming from. However, what he doesn't realize is by the time you're ready to promote into positions where people actually will give a shit if you have tattoos or not, people like me will be in the positions hiring you. So then again, we're never going to care. I'm like, that's valid too.
I don't think they care now.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like
it depends
like
on the
dying
workplace.
down a little bit.
Yeah. I heard even teachers are starting to get to the point where teachers, they don't even care.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they already don't.
Huh?
They already don't.
Oh, do they not? Because when we were in school, they were told to hide them.
Yeah.
And I had one of my old teachers who I see at the gym all the time. He was told, like the year before he left, he was told that he had to hide them.
Really?
See, like they were told to hide them when we were there, but we knew every teacher that had tattoos.
That's valid.
And then it was already kind of lenient at that point when we were
Yeah.
there. So
That's valid.
I don't think anybody really cares anymore.
Yeah. As long as it's not racist or gang related.
Yeah.
Just think them through.
Yeah, Deb, these weekends are going by pretty quick.
Yeah,
ain't they?
I don't get it. I don't.
It's like Friday we get off work, and that chunk from getting off work from on Friday to going to bed just.
Yeah.
I see a lot of what's been happening is I've been falling asleep Friday. When I get home,
Oh, well, that's your problem too. Yeah, that don't help.
and I don't know why.
Man,
I get off of work, I come home, I'll eat, I'll cook something, eat, and then I don't know what to do.
so you just lay down,
So I just
doze off.
I just lay down and I'm just.
Recently, I've been like at work, like I've just been finding myself like so easy to just like fall, like doze off. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired, but I just don't realize it, and then like I'll sit there for a little bit, and it'll just hit, and I'll just easy.
Yeah, that hits me.
Like I'll doze off in like a minute.
That's me anytime I go to sleep during the day. Second I actually need to go to bed, it's
Right.
game over.
Oh,
Good luck,
man,
bud.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
I
blessed.
haven't really been like napping that much besides them Fridays. Like I wake up for work on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, I'm gonna come home and go take a nap. And when I like go through my work day, I'm like still super tired early in the day, and I just like wake up, and then by the time I clock out, I'm like chilling. So I come home, eat, and I'm usually chilling. Sometimes I'm just like out of it. Can't even focus on anything.
Be like
I
that.
just gotta sleep. And then I wake up at like 9. Went to sleep at like 3 or 4.
Man, the other day I was busy from the time I woke up till the time I went to bed, and I went to bed late. I don't even know what I was doing.
Man,
I was
I had
doing
me that day.
shit.
That one day I was moving with my fam.
Ooh, and boy, moving, but that'll
can't-
take it out of you.
I couldn't do that every day.
Hell no.
I couldn't. And people do that.
As a profession, yeah.
People do that. I can't imagine what it's like for you. Because you have like a 8 to 5 type. I mean, we all got an 8 to 5 type job, but yours is literal. You
8
get
to
you get
5.
home at like 5. So like your day is not there.
Yeah, I was talking about that to some people the other day. Even whenever I worked at my old position from 7:30 to 4:30, those 30 minutes felt like
It's a big
life
difference.
changing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, getting off at 5 fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
And like it's funny because you're always like clowning me for like not cooking and shit. But the reason I don't want to cook a lot is because when I get home, I want to fucking do shit,
Yeah.
But like the other day when I made my meal prep for the week, what I need to do is I just need to start cooking on Sundays when I have more time. But when I made my meal prep for the week, it was like I think I started cooking at like 7, and then since obviously I'm cooking for like 4 or 5 days, it's like it like takes fucking forever. So it's like I started cooking at 7, and by the time I was done, it was like, all right, it's bedtime, time to go to sleep. So yeah,
I get it.
so yeah, getting off at fucking 5 is no fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always gonna clown you, but I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was getting off at 6 or 7, I mean,
Yeah. You get
Nick
home.
knows I never even cooked at home. I either came home with a bag of something or I just
Yeah.
ate a sandwich and went to bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cause
it's-
man. You come
Yeah.
home and you just want to just not do anything for a little bit.
Shower.
Yeah, just
Sit on
what?
a couch.
Yeah, yeah. And
No,
then
dude, if
you-
go ahead.
you look at the clock, 2 hours already gone by.
No, for real, bro.
That's like because I get home about 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually cook, and then by the time I've like cooked, eaten, and I like to like clean up the sink a little bit.
He probably already coming home.
Sometimes I'll sit down at my desk, and it's like I know he walks in all the time and smells food.
Oh, every time, yeah, every time.
And that's like I would have just sat at my desk. I look over and it's already like 4:30.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I do
Now-
like that daylight savings has changed back.
Oh, yeah, that
It kind of
really-
makes it feel like
And it really
you got
helps
a little bit
with,
more time.
with not falling asleep early.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
don't like it.
I hope it stays like this. Apparently, it might go away.
Well, I was watching a thing where they're asking Trump because one of his like campaign things was that he wanted to get rid of daylight savings.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I asked him, they're like, do you think it's still going to happen? And he said it's really, really hard to do because it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Half the
50-50.
people, like you just said, I don't like it. Prefer it that it gets early lighter, but obviously you work in the morning. That's probably why.
Oh, you don't like this time? Oh, you like it the other way?
But think
Really?
about it, bro. Sun ain't all the way up till
I'm
like 8.
3 hours into my shift before it's even daylight.
Yeah.
That's why you don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, so
for
if you
him.
didn't work in that job,
I think I just wouldn't like it regardless because
Why?
I don't like daylight. I like night.
It's valid.
oh, I guess that's
So
fair.
if it's getting night earlier,
See, but now think of the reverse, right? I get off at 5. It used to be I get off at 5. I fucking come home, fucking dark already. You know, like what if I want to go play soccer or go on a run or something? I don't run, but go on a run or something.
y'all are also more on the normal like sleep schedule where
That's
like,
also
y'all get
true.
tired when it gets dark. I wake up when it gets dark.
That's valid.
Not morning.
That's valid.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, it is 50. I heard the podcast I watched, they were saying that people, reason why it's 50-50 because a lot of people don't want to send their kids to school
Correct.
in the dark.
In the dark. Yeah.
I was like, that's not really that's kind of stupid.
Why
in
does
my
that
opinion.
Well, I think it's stupid because
They get
most
on
of
the
these
school bus,
most of these
like-
bus fucking riders or whatever, they have to get up at like 5, 6 anyways. It's still not, even whenever daylight savings was like a thing, or like, you know, before the time changed, it was, the sun would still come up at fucking 6:30. Most of them are already on the bus by then anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the reason. People don't want to take their kids, want to send their kids to school.
That's like
That's the main reason why people want like that end of it.
that's kind of dumb in my opinion.
I think a
But-
lot of it is like the blue collar people that work early. They want sun
Yeah, it's us.
to work.
Me. I want sun.
I don't know.
For me, it makes my job literally easier when the sun is up.
Yeah, no, that's
So I'm
understandable.
doing my whole job off of one little spotlight.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Me, I'm like, I kind of like waking up early and it's still dark. I don't know.
Yeah, because it used to be like, you know, I would wake up, go to the gym, come back, take a shower. By the time I was getting out the shower, it was like bright. It was starting to get bright. But now it's like, I think by the time I'm getting out the shower, it's still dark shit.
Yeah.
I kind of fuck with that more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Going to work
Uh-huh.
dark.
I like the sun coming up while I'm driving to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, we're different. We work at the normal hour. We're different than him, I mean, because we
Yeah.
work the more normal
it's
hours.
dark no matter what when I get up and go to work.
I just wish they would really it wouldn't make sense if everybody did it, but I really wish we would shift to 4 day work weeks.
410.
Yeah,
Like your job's like. where you work?
I'm hoping, you know, not everybody does it because then having that day off in the week wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love it. You know, you need 3 days to decompress.
I think
Yeah. Two
I
is
think the
definitely not
country as a whole could do it.
Huh?
I think country as a whole could do it.
Oh,
Most jobs could do it.
100%.
I think your job could do it. My job could do it. Your job could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, some
everybody.
people in our job do it. Or
Yeah, some people
at
at my
work-
job do it too.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the only things that couldn't would just be like entertainment, food,
Yeah.
Well,
and then your obvious like first responder emergency stuff
Yeah.
like that.
and then one thing I didn't tell y'all about Germany was on Sunday we went out and you know, we were gonna do our shopping, like all our souvenir shopping for everybody on Sunday. We went out into town. Everything was closed. Legitimate, except for restaurants, everything is closed.
On Sunday.
Yes. And we were like, what the fuck? This is weird. Like, just even stores, you know, even small stores. We were walking back to the hotel. The fucking grocery store was closed.
Oh wow.
So we walk into the thing, you know, we're drinking with the what's it called? With our bartenders or whatever. And you know, one of them was like, hey, so what y'all go do today? And we were like, well, we're gonna go shopping, but everything was fucking closed. And he goes, oh, you didn't know that? And he said it like, not that I was dumb, but it's just like
Like you
what?
should have known.
Yeah. And I'm like, nah, bro, the US is not like that at all, bro. We're go 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That would be. Oh, that would be nice.
And he said everything was closed. Like people like, and then he said it's something. He's something like oh yeah, like the day, like Sunday's a day to rest, like and nothing opens.
Just a whole bunch of Chick-fil-A's, huh?
Yeah,
But that'd
basically.
be so much easier over there. It's so much smaller.
I mean, it's like the size of Texas, Germany.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was looking up to see like I was like, oh, I wonder how far this place is. It was like 6 hours away,
Wow.
and I was like, oh, okay, so it's like still pretty big, but
Yeah.
it's not like
But also more.
Oh,
I don't know how to word it. I mean, we're so diverse. We got
that's what I
so many jobs that work so many different times.
That's true.
So many different schedules. It's like there's just got to be something open 24/7.
Yeah.
And what do y'all think about Trump ending the Department of Education?
I don't know enough to talk about.
Yeah, me either. I was hoping y'all.
Only
did.
thing I know is that he just, because a lot of people are scared for that, like, they're like, oh, it's gonna end schools. Well, he just wants to give that power back to the states.
What?
I think
What do you mean?
Like instead of making like one federal Department of Education, it's gonna be like the Texas Department of Education
Oh,
or like
okay.
the Florida Department of Education.
So everybody's gonna get a different education, kind of.
Kind of.
I think it's
Interesting.
something, which is better than nothing, because something needs to change with our education,
It's valid.
and it's doing something, where nothing's been done for hundreds of years.
I was seeing like comments. People were saying that it sucks that he did that because it's taking away, like, apparently that department like fed, a lot of kids whose parents couldn't afford like food and stuff.
Yeah, so that's like part of like the school lunches. But
Mhm.
again, I think that's where the miscommunication's at.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's gonna be
Just completely ended,
right,
but it's not.
correct.
The power's back in the state.
Correct. Supposedly, like I said, I don't know.
Supposedly.
I haven't done my research. This is what I had lunch the other day with two very intelligent people
Did you?
who do their research.
Did you?
Yeah, well, it's just hobby, you know.
Oh,
But they both like actually like will research shit a lot.
Anybody no invite?
We did invite you
You did?
when we went to Humps the other day.
Oh, I thought you said yesterday.
No, the other day. Yeah, so the other day, so last week, yeah, they were talking about it, and then some people are scared because Texas has said that they might make all schools Christian schools.
Oh.
Which don't bother me, but you know,
Like, you didn't kill the damn gnat.
Hey, dude, he got away, bro.
Yeah.
He a fast one.
but
Dead.
But I don't even
Dead
think
and gone.
I don't even think that would pass because the whole point, our number one rule in the U.S. First Amendment is freedom of religion. There's like no way that
Yeah, that would get
would get passed. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I don't know, bro. I mean, Devin's right. You know,
I
Like,
think
people are scared because
people
it's
are worried
different.
about it. What are you worried for? Their education sucks right now.
Anyways,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, the education sucks. Anyway, like, I ain't learning shit.
The parents that actually care have their kids in the right places. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
if they can, I know. Granted, some kids don't have. I mean, some families just don't have
the money.
Yeah.
the money or the.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
think I remember hearing something. It's something they really want to work on. It's like
Yeah.
just give access to any family to get their kid where they would think their kid wants to go.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about it so I could talk more about
Yeah,
it.
I think
But I don't. So.
people are just scared of change.
Mm.
I think Devin's right in the fact that, hey, at least something's changing. However, I don't think it should go back to the states personally
Okay.
because that means, like you just said,
Everybody's gonna be learning
everybody's
different
going to
things.
be learning
right?
different things.
Right.
But everyone needs to learn different.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we should at least be teaching our kids the same basic,
the same
concepts.
basic.
And hopefully
I
they
think-
keep it that way.
I think
Yeah.
they keep it that way. I mean, every kid's still going to learn their math,
Yeah.
science, English, stuff like
but our
that.
education's based more on memorization and
But like a kid in Texas needs to learn different things than a kid in New York.
in what way?
I mean, it's kind of like twisted because it's like just assuming this kid's gonna stay in Texas
Yeah, I was
forever.
about to say, what
So
if he
you
doesn't
kind of
wanna
got to teach them like basics. Like
Yeah.
you can go anywhere, but you're in Texas right now, but we need to teach you like more Southern learning.
Because I guess more than likely people are gonna stay in this state rather than moving out of the state.
Yeah,
It is also valid.
Yeah.
Cause I think
like down here, maybe Spanish needs to be more focused.
Oh,
'Cause Spanish is so much bigger down
that's
here.
valid. That's fair.
That's
a
a great point.
That is a great point.
So maybe kids can actually learn Spanish and English actually in school.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I mean, they have Spanish class in school and it's required, but
Yeah.
it's pointless.
2 years. Yeah. Forget
But-
about it.
Kind of like how in other countries, like Germany, for example, they're like taught English from a young age. In Mexico now, it's not forced, but
To learn English.
to learn English at a
Really?
young age. Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, my when I went there, my aunt was telling me that. No, my cousin was telling me that her kids could speak better English than she could.
Dang. That's wild.
Yeah, and then maybe some positives that could come out of it is like maybe not Florida. Florida people are dumb. Maybe like I don't know, something in New York does really really well that all the other states could adopt it not be forced, but you know, the other states that do like it would be like, oh, I do
Take
like
from
that.
it,
Yeah.
Implement it into their
Right. Yeah. They have more now that everybody's experimenting with different things. Everybody can.
So maybe it could possibly advance education.
Right. However, the only thing I could see being a problem is politicians are politicians no matter what. They're all the same everywhere. So at the end of the day, all this is probably going to do is just give the power to the states and it'll be the exact same thing. That's probably what's really going to happen. Let's be honest here. Because politicians aren't teachers. And they're going to do the exact same thing they've been doing forever. They're just going to, instead of saying it's a federal thing, it's a state thing. It's the only thing. I personally think that's the only thing that's going to change. Because fuckers are annoying. But we'll see. Who knows?
What do y'all think could fix education?
Huh?
What do y'all think could fix education?
One thing is teaching us shit that we actually need to learn.
Yeah.
Like credit.
Yeah.
Like
All
doing
of
your
that.
taxes.
Yep.
How to write a fucking check.
Yep.
Do you know how to write a check?
I do actually.
I do too, actually.
I actually did learn that,
learned that
in
in
school.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I took like a business class. Didn't you? Like that? Yeah. But like, you know, things like that. And then also focus more on actually teaching the children instead of teaching children like I think standardized testing should go away.
Yes, 100%.
Where do y'all think it went wrong? Like in let's like go through our education. Where do you think it like went wrong first? Like was
Like what age or
like what grades? Because I think I think most of my like knowledge came from elementary school.
Yeah, I was gonna say elementary is like my line.
Yeah.
Like,
I
as
mean,
far as, like-
obviously I couldn't do algebra.
Yeah.
After that, I can still do algebra. Obviously, I didn't.
I mean, we could. They just put a different name on it when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because they used to do, you know, in actual algebra is like 4 plus x equals 8, you know, and it's 4. But when we were in like 4th grade, it was 4 plus empty box equals 8.
Same thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's the exact same thing.
This is true.
Except obviously it gets more advanced, you know.
And like I know me personally, my vocabulary didn't change very much past elementary school. I was really advanced in elementary school. I was reading 24/7. I mean, my writing, I know that didn't change very much because I didn't learn. I sucked in English through middle school, intermediate, middle, and high school.
Really?
I damn near failed English in high school.
Really? I was very
I failed
mid.
multiple finals.
I was very mid at English.
I can't write a way you tell me to write. I can write.
Yeah.
I can write very professionally.
Yeah.
I can write, but I can't write how this person tells me I need to write a story about this exact thing.
And that's where I think it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Like now,
where
times
it goes
I had to just write a story.
Yeah.
I did fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, remember whenever we were going to take our English dual credit class and I wrote that story for Frankenstein and you were like, oh, that's really good. Like, I really enjoy the writing, the way you wrote. But I was told like, oh yeah, don't do this, don't do that, because that's not a narrative. It's I wrote a story.
Yeah.
I didn't write a narrative
I think
thing.
I think elementary school is where it started to go. Because intermediates, when we started getting periods in intermediate, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Having
6th grade.
me and women.
I was so confused right there.
We started having period classes.
Right. Yeah, 6th grade.
Yeah.
Well, intermediate doesn't exist for us anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
And HISD.
Oh, yeah, it's
I didn't know that for the longest. I was driving around there like 4 weeks in a row till I finally looked at it and I was like,
It was only this year though.
Ah.
That it changed.
that's so weird. There's just no intermediate now?
Yeah, but
They
that's
tore down the school.
the Gibbs. Yeah, they did. You see that shit? That's so sad.
I didn't even know that closed.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I think they're gonna rebuild it, and it's gonna be more of like where teachers go to get trained. Apparently, that's what it was being used for beforehand. But no, yeah, we were weird though. Intermediate school was weird. Like that doesn't exist in other places.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought that was
we're the
normal.
weird ones.
Hmm.
You know that?
Is it what? Just for first
Yeah, most
through
elementary
sixth?
schools are kindergarten to 5th grade, 6th
Or
through
fifth.
8th, and then high school.
No, it's weird. That seems.
Yeah, for us, but we're the weird
Yeah.
ones. That doesn't exist anywhere else.
I wonder how long that's been like that.
Ours?
Like
Oh.
like when it changed, but we just stayed the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that was normal for
I didn't know they
me.
were playing.
Even where I came.
Oh really?
I feel like intermediate was so like pointless, almost.
Dude, I didn't learn anything.
I
man.
made
don't-
my best friends in intermediate class.
Did you?
Yeah. That's where I met Devin.
Well, I'm so as far as like education. Was, like,
Well, I think the problem is elementary is like good because it teaches you all your basics, all your stuff.
Yes.
You continue on, and you're like, why am I learning how to write again? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
or like, why am I learning about the Civil War again?
Again, it's the same
Right.
thing.
I didn't learn any history in school.
Oh yeah, no, history's terrible in school. I didn't learn real history until I went to college.
Does
Really?
anyone remember the year? It was at the middle school where we had a history star.
And then we did
Am I the only one that like forgets that we took this star and it just disappeared?
I think
It
we
was the year I had Mr. Deucehold. I don't remember if you had him.
I did have
but-
him, but you're right.
We took a history star.
No, we weren't supposed to.
I was terrified because I didn't know anything on
Yeah,
that
he
star.
didn't teach us shit.
I didn't know anything. I was terrified. I've never failed a star. But we took that star
On the
and it just disappeared.
passing rate was like a 30.
I never knew what I made. They never told like anybody
Yeah,
I knew
I
what they
agree.
made. It just disappeared
I
off
think
the
you're
face
right.
of
I
that
feel like
year.
I kind of remember that.
I feel like I remember that as well.
Nobody ever
And that
mentioned
stressed me
it. Nobody
out.
ever talked
It
about
was
it.
gone.
It just went.
Yeah,
Maybe because everybody felt that bit.
I think so.
probably actually, bro.
Dude, history surprisingly was like my worst subject.
Well,
I
again,
don't know.
they didn't fucking teach you. And I had a one of my old coworkers was actually used to be a history teacher, and he was like, it was bullshit because every history teacher was just a
I
code.
think.
Yeah.
I think
Or
for
Marine
one,
who had
history
one
is really
certain way.
hard to teach a kid
history. I
because
agree.
on the surface, history is boring,
Yeah.
and our
I love
attention spans
history.
as a kid is. I mean,
Actually,
high
it's
school
really
it might get
interesting.
easier,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm like 12 years old.
I think they should have just taught us the basics of history as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think that would just get boring though. 'Cause
yeah,
the
but I
only
feel
way
like
to
it
really
should be
teach
known.
history is basically like put on a PowerPoint.
Actually, you're right, but you're wrong. I think
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a good way to teach history
because
but we
because like I said, I didn't learn real history, until I went to college, and I loved hearing them teach, but they were like a real. But I don't know. I love history though, so maybe it's different.
I mean, I love history too, but I didn't learn jack history in school.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. What?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were looking at
No.
me for.
I was gonna say I think I've only told China this, but God, I can't remember. I think it was one of the history. Did we take a history star in
high school.
High school?
Yeah.
I almost failed that bitch, but everybody was said that was the easiest thing ever. I almost didn't pass that.
You took a
motherfucker.
history star in high school?
Yeah, I
we
don't
did,
remember what
'cause
grade.
I remember because it was the weirdest thing because it was my first star that I took with privacy folders.
What? Oh,
the
usually
class I
everybody
was-
was like spread it out.
Yeah, because usually you go in like rooms where it's like desks were like
Yeah.
and like in rows and like stuff like that. It was the
alphabetical
first
order,
star
too.
test where I took that where we used privacy folders because the classroom I was in only had tables. And I remember because Bert and I were always in the same
Yeah.
star testing room.
Yeah.
He sat right in front of me. And we were like, "What the fuck?" And we were like, they handed out the test, and they were about to go into like the speech mode, I guess, the teachers. And some AP came in and was like, "Oh yeah, you need to put like something up because these kids can't be looking at each other's tests."
Mm.
We were like, "What the fuck? You're going to make me take a star test in like this little area? What the fuck, guys?" We were pissed off. Yeah, we did in high school.
I don't remember that.
By the way, a star test
You dreamt
is
it.
the state standardized test that they use to know if we passed or failed the grade, basically.
Oh yeah,
Because that's
people won't know.
we're the only state that does that.
It's fucking stupid.
And nowadays we had a teacher that came from, or I had a professor who came from Kansas, I think, and she doesn't fucking get it. She doesn't understand it. She fucking hates it.
Okay, but you got to give them a little more. It's almost impossible to fail these star tests.
Oh yes, also true. It's like a
Now, granted, that
30%
one on.
pass rate.
Yeah, let's not talk
I've,
about
I've
mine.
been close to. I'm pretty sure I failed that history test in middle school. I mean, I know I did.
I just suck at history.
No,
bro.
I got commended. I think on every single
Never
star
been
test.
good.
Science.
history.
We had a science star in high school, didn't we?
We
Yeah,
did.
we
We
did.
did.
Or was it biology?
I think I did decent on that
It
one.
was biology.
Biology. 'cause
I
we were
barely
all
passed.
freaking out.
I barely
We didn't have a
passed.
biology teacher.
Oh yeah, that was a rough
But it's
year. bro.
almost impossible to fail
yeah.
a star test.
Yeah.
Like you have to try to fail, want to fail them.
Yes, correct.
The passing rates on them, like
30.
I think it was 30, but it went lower as we just
Yeah, as we
got
got through.
older.
Yeah.
And people still failed them bitches.
Yeah, but those are the people who I had this guy who would come in every single time, go on all the answers and just hand it in.
But what's
Really?
crazy is they would do that, still graduate most of the time.
Yeah, right.
because
Like,
there's no
how?
kids held behind anymore.
Mm.
Like I know somebody who
Should have
failed.
done that.
I know somebody who failed their English class, recently as a student. Who was in high school. This person, and and I learned that this person just did like it used to be where you had to retake the class, you know.
Yeah.
And at least because I was talking to the parents, and the parents were like, "Oh no, yeah, this is like when I was a kid. If you failed even one semester, you had to retake that class, to graduate. You know, you basically get held back.
Yeah.
And, you know, when for us, you wouldn't get held back, but you'd have to take like a remedial class or something like that.
Yeah.
The following year or the following
yep,
semester,
yep,
they take
yep.
away one of your electives. Well, now they don't even do that.
Really?
Now you just go in and do more like corrections and stuff, and they can just change your grade.
Huh.
Yeah, to fail, even if you fail a semester.
Oh wow.
See, but to be fair though, it kind of makes sense
to do that?
to do that.
Yeah.
Because think if you're a kid, like Nick was never really good at math.
Yeah.
You got
If
fucked
we
over
just
for not having that
if
one
he just
teacher.
never passed math,
Yeah.
should he just not graduate and be able to proceed in life because he can't get math now?
Right?
Do you use math in your job? Like
I do actually. Not very much, but I do.
Very simple math.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, that's where I was gonna go with it when you asked what would we change. I feel like, you know, you don't really make your life decision, your life career choices until you go to college, right? What you want to major in, or in your all's cases, just like learn a trade or whatever. You know, I think that should start sooner. I think not like to the point to where it's like North Korea or like one of those communist places where you take a test and you're like, okay, you're only this smart, so here's everything you can do. Fuck what else? What do you actually want to do?
going into high school, you need to take what is it, the ACT?
ACT, SAT?
No,
that-
ACT.
No, those are bullshit tests as well.
The military one.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the ASVAB.
Oh, the ASVAB. Yeah, the ASVAB. Like they need to like study more in a test like that figure out what you're good at as a
Yeah.
What
person.
you want to do.
Yeah. That makes
And
sense.
like start you in that in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's kind of hard because you can't. This kid,
You know,
just-
your mind's
he
still
tests
developing.
really good as a welder.
Yeah.
So you like he'll put his whole high school path as a welder. I think you can't really do that because maybe that kid wants to do something else.
Yeah.
He's just not naturally good at it,
Yeah.
But
but he
don't
can be.
Yeah.
He
But
just-
don't base stuff on that on like a GPA, you know, like it is now.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
In Mance Park, back to the remedial class, I actually had to take one of those for English. I guess the year before that we took a STAR test, and maybe I didn't do too well on it. I guess I passed because I obviously went to the next grade, but I had to take a remedial class. Me and this other guy.
It was just y'all two?
No. It was a class full of us. It was actually kind of a smaller class, but it was like one of my best friends. We were in the same class, and we were like, everything that we did in that class was so fucking easy. And even the teacher was like, "Why are you guys even in here?" So it was basically like everything that we were
You
given.
didn't ask?
Huh?
You didn't ask the counselor or something?
Bro, I had a free class, bro. What?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. But I mean, it took away an elective. But I was like, just because we didn't do so hot on this STAR test, we had to like lose an elective just to do this work that we've already, done. And we know it.
Lose time in the most important years of your life.
Yeah. And it was like, we could have taken an elective, during that whole time. But literally everything we were doing in that class, we just like, we were fucking, it was easy.
Well, because I know I knew somebody who got put in a remedial class,
Uh-huh.
and they were supposed to be in there.
They weren't.
No, so they just went and talked to the. It's kind of similar to you.
Mhm.
They were like, "Why the fuck am I in this class?" They
Yeah.
went and talked to the counselor, and the counselor was like, "I actually don't know why you're in that class."
Huh. Yeah.
So
Well, I think eventually, we did, because like our teacher was like, "Okay, you guys are obviously like good," so I
Yeah.
think we did maybe a semester,
yeah.
and then we got moved out of it.
I remember I was supposed to take a SAT like specialty class because I scored so high on the PSAT. They were gonna get all the kids that like scored a certain amount on the PSAT test and put them in like a specialty class because they like see them scoring really high on SAT. Just never happened.
You probably would have said no anyways, huh? Did you know?
Nah, I probably would have done it. Make like 1,600 on SAT. Not go to college.
I seen somebody not too long ago made a perfect score on it.
on the SAT.
I think it was SAT.
See, but that's what I think.
It wasn't that hard.
But that's what I think is fucking dumb about the
I never
SAT.
took it. I never
No,
took it.
I didn't take
I
the
found it hard.
I didn't take the SAT.
Yeah,
Failed
I,
it?
I got an 11. Well, you can't really fail it. You
Yeah,
just get a
well,
score.
right.
I got an 1100, which is not very good.
No, it's not.
But the thing about the SAT is, unless you're Devin and a genius, is like it's made to where you study material, and then when you study that material, you take the test. And that's how it's like because I know, like for example, my sister, she got like a 1460 on the SAT, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Out of 1600. but I'm way smarter than her. Like on paper, I'm just a genius. Like, well, not I'm a genius compared to
Yeah,
her.
you're-
No, I'm not a genius, but I'm a genius compared to her. Well, they also say if you can solve a Rubik's cube under a minute, then you're a genius.
You're a genius?
And so I guess I'm a genius. But,
Okay.
But no, legitimately though, like compared to her on paper, I'm a genius. Like, so we always tell our cousins who are coming up and stuff, that like, yo, yeah, I'm like, I need to. Like, you should study for it. You need to study for it if you want to do well, because it's a test made to study for and do well on. But I bet you would have done well on the. Do you remember what you got on the PSAT?
Mm-mm.
I think I did pretty decent on that.
Because I think I did the same. So whatever I got on the PSAT, I got on the SAT. Yes, I got like an 1130 on the PSAT, and I got
Scored different.
Everybody had to take PSAT, right?
Yeah, they like forced you to.
Yeah. I don't ever remember taking it.
I remember
SAT.
everyone freaking out about the SAT.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
for
I
the
would have
SAT?
taken it, and they said you had to pay.
We had to pay. I ain't do it.
No, actually, I got mine for free.
You did?
Yeah, because if you had to like reduce lunches or whatever,
Oh.
like free lunches, you can do it. Did you have reduced lunch?
Reduce lunch. Come on.
We had extra lunch.
I think I graduated with like hundreds of dollars in my account. Stole it.
They just took your money, huh? What are they supposed
Because
to
my
do?
parents
with that?
like kept money in there, and just in case I needed I
Yeah.
forgot my lunch or didn't.
What are you
have
supposed to
lunch
do
or
with that?
Huh?
What are they supposed to do with that? Do they keep it? Like, are they
I
supposed
think
to
they're
give it
supposed
back?
to keep it.
Oh, okay.
Or are you supposed to get it back?
something? What they supposed to keep it for?
I don't know. Maybe like towards
Facts.
the school, like as a donation. I don't know.
Well, fuck that damn school.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like,
Damn school, man.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Well,
school, man.
anyways, none of that fucking matters. The
Y'all think
new
school's too
generations
long?
are gonna be dumb.
school's too long.
I think it's too long.
Like 12 years.
No, like a day.
It's
8,
like
9,
a work
9
day
hours.
almost.
I think it depends on what you want to do again. But that's what it is. It's to get you ready to go to work.
Oh, okay.
But I think it just depends. Cause
I
like,
think it's more just daycare for parents.
Yeah, I mean 100%. At some point, it's
yeah, for sure.
That's why pre-K is a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kindergarten, all that. Yeah.
I think it depends on what you want to do. Cause like, for example, like you who like you 100% knew you were going to go to college. I don't think you needed to be there besides your basics. But like for me as like a person who was like for sure wanted to go to college, having my electives and stuff, like that's part of what college looks for, I guess.
So you were saying, I remember back whenever I was talking about graduating early, you would tell me, you were like, well, do you plan to go to college? And I was like, yeah. And you're like, that's stupid.
Yeah, colleges like you to have all 4 years, take your extra classes, do
But
things like that.
but for someone like him who didn't want to go to college, graduating early
that's
was fine.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm still pissed about that.
Graduating early? Why?
I would have done it so much earlier.
Yeah,
What-
my
I found
professor-
out about it senior year.
When could you have done that?
A year. You graduated a whole year early.
Really?
I think as much as you want to take the class.
And my director, she graduated at like 16.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you could have graduated like at the end of the junior year.
I probably been out into sophomore year.
Damn.
I graduated with like I think almost 40 something credits,
Yeah, I graduated with Wilmer credits.
and we needed 26 or something. I just didn't have the right credits. Graduate.
Yeah.
How were the classes online? Those were easy.
Yeah, I just cheated my way through them. What pointless.
Yeah.
Didn't Hunter do that too? Hunter graduated early?
Semester early.
I might have cheated my way through high school.
I'm cheating my way through college.
That's why.
right now.
That's why the standardized testing doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the most classes I learned in, and I actually retained the information was all the classes where tests weren't a thing.
I don't think I retained much.
I
in high
didn't.
school.
I didn't.
I have the same vocabulary
Yeah.
I do before high school.
Yeah. Maybe pick up on a new couple words.
I made my own words up.
Yeah, we
So,
made our own language.
made our
up,
own
you know?
language. I can't. I mean, maybe some geometry stuff I learned that I might use here and there. Maybe a couple other math things I might use here and there. Science. I mean, chemistry. That whole year was nothing. I couldn't even tell you an element.
Well, I'll tell you the problem with school isn't even really school. the fact that the job force requires you to have a high school degree to work at places. I think that's where it really matters, because a lot of people like don't have jobs because they don't have a high school degree, and I think that's where it's like it's most of
I
them.
don't
Some of these
even know if that's that
motherfuckers
big of a deal anymore.
having a high school degree.
Yeah.
No, it is.
I've never showed anybody my diploma.
No, they just believe you.
Yeah.
I know somebody who lied about it. Ain't working, so I ain't got one.
Works with you?
Huh?
That works with you?
Mm-mm.
Uh,
No.
okay, I'd like to
I
hear
mean,
about
as long
that
as you're
off
not
the air.
stupid.
Huh?
As long as
Right,
you're not just
exactly.
Stupid. But even then, I mean, you've gone out to eat somewhere, and the person working there is just butt ass stupid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, high school degrees, they're like, nobody cares to, like, you don't have to prove,
That's true.
but I mean, it's a simple
Well, on my job you do,
accomplishment. So it's like, huh?
On my job you do.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They require you to take a picture of it and send it in.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Same with my degree.
That's understandable.
Well, college is more
that's-
understandable.
yeah.
But I think even then, a lot of people don't even ask for a college degree.
Yeah, they just believe you.
Yeah. Damn, so I can lie?
Nah, not us. But
Mm.
yeah. I mean, they might call the school
Yeah.
and ask for records and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm creeping up on my associate's degree.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be
so,
sick, bro.
Yeah.
And they come apply for me or what? For us or what?
I can with an associate's?
And experience.
Oh, hell yeah. Maybe.
All right.
Shit.
All right. Well,
That's something I did fine through high school, though. Might
You
not
were
have
good.
learned what I needed to from the school, but
Yeah. I think we all turned out pretty decent, huh?
yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I think even if they fix it, same shit going on.
Same shit. Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Kids
these
gonna
kids
be-
are gonna be on
kids-
iPads 24/7. So it
kids.
doesn't matter.
Again, once again, I think our kids, our generation,
Are gonna
kids
kind of change it.
are gonna change that. I know I will,
Hopefully, yeah. I 100%. I will too.
but I don't want kids.
Yeah, I understand.
I want kids.
You do?
Don't think I'm gonna have kids, but I want kids.
Fuck, I swear his answer was like different like a couple months ago.
He's always wanted kids.
Really?
Yeah, I want
Mhm.
kids.
He's always wanted
I
kids.
just don't want to have kids in this world.
Respect. I feel the same way. Yeah.
Like I would, like right now, I would not want to raise a kid in this.
No, me either.
in this
We don't.
fucking society,
Absolutely not. It's almost like selfish.
which is kind of like shitting on me because it's just saying I don't think I could raise a kid the way I want to raise a kid in this society. But
bar.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's a little bit that.
What?
I think I agree with what he's saying.
What? Say it again. Maybe I misheard you.
it's part of it's kind of shitting on myself because I don't think I could raise a kid the way I want to raise a kid in this society.
Oh, so you're shitting on yourself?
Partly, it's like two ways.
Mm,
Because like I could argue both sides.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
you
should be
can.
able to raise a kid no matter what
The way you
the world
want,
looks like, the way
you
I want to raise it.
Right. Yeah.
But then again, I could argue the other sides where
Yeah. So you think it's like shitting on yourself because maybe you would fold and like hand your kid an iPad?
I mean, my kid would probably have an iPad, but
But I feel like we're so good with technology, and we know, and I think especially like we were just talking about, our generation has seen the transfer from these kids to those, or like us to them. I think we'll one be better with parental controls, and two,
I mean, we grew up with these.
yeah, exactly.
We didn't grow up with an iPad, but I mean, we grew up. We're in one way we're the worst kids to grow up with technology because we grew up in the period with no restrictions. Yes, they had parental controls, but the parents didn't know
how to
anything
use
about parental control.
right.
And
But we
think
were all
did-
learning at the same time.
I think
That's
we-
the problem.
I think we did fine. I think that's part of what made our generation mature so much quicker because we had access to the internet unrestricted
I mean,
so early.
a lot of these kids too, and they ain't fucking mature nothing.
And I think that's also why a lot of
I'd have beat the
Young
shit out of
people
some
are
of these
depressed.
kids. That's also true. They see everything.
is
Yeah.
they see
make sure you
everything
beat
on
them
there.
with your right hand so they can see your tattoos.
Yeah, it's like, look, bah, don't get tattoos. Bah, we're back to people. Bah. But well, actually, part of the reason why I don't want kids in this society is because nowadays it's so normal for both parents to work, and I don't want to send my kid to a daycare.
If I have money, I'm like financially stable. I'm having a kid
For sure.
as long as I can have somebody
Private
to
school
have
or
a
something.
kid with.
Private tutors.
As long as you
Well, not
got-
even that. Just like I don't have like a work to go to every single day.
That's what
I can actually be in my kid's life.
And I don't even. To me, it doesn't even like. That doesn't bother me as much. I think for me personally, it's more of just like I just don't want a daycare. Like I don't want my kids from 0 to 4.
You
Whatever.
wanna
kid
raise
you
your
start
kids.
Yeah, exactly.
If
Like
your kids go to
I
daycare
didn't
every
go to
single day.
daycare. I was blessed enough not to go to daycare.
So would you let like your mom take care of your kid?
Yeah, but my mom can't fucking work, or she has to work too. You know. So to me, it's just like I don't want to take care. I don't want random people taking care of my kid. And who knows, bro? Maybe when I'm older and find a wife and ready to have kids, I might not live in town no more. You know.
I mean, if I'm also financially stable, I find a wife that's just like me, which is one would be like raise them basically, and I just work.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be fine with me
for sure.
because I
1,000%.
can trust that my wife is doing the right things with our kid.
Right. And I think that's where. And don't get me wrong. If my wife wants to make the bank, say I marry a fucking doctor, bro. She's over here fucking making $200K a month or a year. I'm perfectly fine with being a house husband.
Absolutely.
I'll learn
me
to
too,
cook.
man.
I'll learn to do that just so the
See?
fact that my kids can be raised by a parent at home. So
See,
they're ready to go to school.
How do you think
No.
Andrew Tate would feel about that?
He would disagree with me, but as long as you're still the head of the household, as a man,
Can you
don't-
be?
if you're not paying the bills. Well, I'm not me personally. Again, I'm not as like I don't think the men should run the house. I think it should be a team effort for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
But sometimes you gotta be a man, bro.
Yeah.
And
I don't-
sometimes
I don't think I could be the stay-at-home dad.
Really,
I don't think I would want to.
even if it was
Even
to
if
make
my
sure
wife was like a millionaire,
even to make sure your kids were raised by you.
I don't think I could do it.
I'm not saying that's to be forever. I'm just saying maybe for like the
Couple
first
years.
4 years of their life where they're not going to school yet.
I think the first 4 years of their life, I definitely don't need to be the one raising them. I'm
Well,
not a
That's
mother.
also valid.
I don't have the
The
instinctual
nurturing.
It's a great point.
like
That's a good-
skills
that's a great- that's a phenomenal
to
point.
raise a baby.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to raise a baby. I'm not saying that I can't. I mean, if
We're
if
not-
I had a baby and the wife died,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done.
Right. But yeah, we're not nurturing.
I mean, a
based.
baby needs their mother.
It's valid. It's a great
It's in their
point.
blood to have their mother.
Great point.
That's why it takes so long is when a baby's growing to like want the dad. Because they just want their mom.
I don't know. That's a good point.
That's why I don't think. I mean, I'm fine with it. If my wife makes the money, I'll stay home. I'll be the bitch.
But you prefer not to.
But I think it needs to be the mom,
I agree with you. I think.
and I want it to be the mom. I don't want it to be a babysitter
Right.
because I don't want a babysitter raising my kid.
Right. I don't think. See, but I think that's where the difference comes into play. Because like me growing up with mostly women, and only interacting with women, I think I could be that nurturer. Maybe not on the level of like a woman or a mom.
You can't.
Yeah, I can't.
It's physically not possible for
That's
a
also
man to be a
valid.
mother.
No, that's also valid.
As matter as what does the fucking transgenders want to think?
Shit, man, you can do anything nowadays. Not fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit,
I mean,
just get you a
all
pair of
I've ever
titties,
had
bro.
is my mom. It's 3 dudes in a house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
3
but-
fucking dudes.
yeah, but you're right. Not on the level of a mom.
Ain't nobody can be a mom but a mom.
Valid. Just
Yeah.
like ain't nobody can be that like except the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the
Well-
dad's the protector.
Nah, I think a mom can be a dad,
Yeah, I think a mom can be a dad.
but a dad can't be a mom.
No, I don't think you can. For the same reason that Dev was just saying.
What?
Moms are more nurturing. Moms are more careful.
Right.
They're gonna tiptoe around your feelings.
Yeah, I think.
Most of the time.
It's like have you ever seen the things of like there's a mom and the dad and there's like a kid and they're at the table and the kid falls.
Right.
The mom wants to just pick her back up and put him on the chair.
Right.
And keeps wanting to do that. The dad wants him to just climb back up there. And so like
Right.
the mom will be trying to pick him up. The dad just like smacks their
Yep.
hand away. He's like,
Valid.
no. No. And the mom just keeps trying to pick him up. He's like, no.
Right.
The kid's like crying, looking all around, and eventually the kid just climbs back in the chair all himself
Correct. Right.
and does it.
It's kind of like another example of that is whenever they say like the way you react is how your kid's gonna react. Have you ever seen those videos where like it's the dad filming the kid and the kid falls and he's like, "What are you doing?" And the kid's like, "Oh," just gets back up, and then mom's gonna be like, "Oh, are you okay, baby? Oh my god, and then they start crying. Same shit. That's a great point you brought up, by the way. Good shit, bro. Look at you being smarticles. Not saying you're not smarticles, but I could be a mom.
And see, all I'm saying, my
Saying
dad,
shit.
the one that almost choked me out. My mom wouldn't do it,
That's
so
what, exactly, yeah, bro. So you need both for sure.
I granted my mom gave me some good mean old backhands, but
I think a mom can fulfill a dad role better than a dad could fulfill a mom.
I think that's sexist.
I think I can see
No, I'm
that.
just kidding.
I just don't. I don't think it's possible for either one to be like 100% mom, 100% dad.
No, of course not.
I think maybe mom could be like 100%, 80%.
Yeah. That's valid. That's valid.
I can disagree with you in the sense of, and you can see it from like people, you know, like I was blessed enough to, my dad wasn't in the picture most of my life, to have that father figure in my uncle. But like, you know, for people who don't have that father figure, you know, they are going to be more, especially men, more timid, more of a bitch, for lack of a better term. While, and you flip that picture, you know, girls who are raised more without a mom figure and only with a dad, they're gonna be that tomboy. They're gonna be that.
See, I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you need both.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, you definitely.
I was
do,
mainly raised by my mom.
That's valid.
I mean, I'm a mama's boy. I learned a lot of what I know. I mean, it's not. I mean, not like hating on my dad.
Yeah.
But I mean, my mom raised me. My dad was at work 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't at work, he was at home working. So I mean, I'm fine. I think I turned out all right.
Yeah. But your dad was still there though. You know, if you had dad questions, you probably still went to your pops. You know. Oh wow. Okay. I know. That's true.
I always went to my mom.
It's true. Whenever I had
For like
pops
almost
questions,
everything.
I still because I had the father figure in my uncle, but I never went. I didn't go to
It's
him as
kinda-
much as my brother did, for example.
It's kind of weird. Like my dad's my dad, but I mean, I just always went to my mom for everything.
Yeah,
I never would have like serious talks with my dad unless I was in trouble, and that was like in trouble with my dad, something that completely related to him. Otherwise, it was my mom
Yeah.
dealing with it.
Hey, but that's providers. Women are nurturers. I wonder if were you like that with your pops?
What?
Were you able to like sit down and have like a conversation with them, like a deep conversation if needed?
Like right now,
Not right now. Like growing up.
I'm growing up.
I didn't have very many deep
No,
conversations.
not
though,
really.
Like that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, if you had problems, you know, you like you said, you went to your mom's. So I'm saying, like, I'm asking you, like, if you ever had problems, would you ever go to your pops, or was it usually your mom's?
The man, he just contained it.
Yeah, I'm not thinking like that, but I don't know, I really never like.
No,
I mean, I like maybe, you know, a couple times.
Obviously, we're kids, you know, so it's not like we have problems we do today.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, we've had, you know,
I mean,
maybe a little handful.
I feel like you see a movie and a dude kid has like girl problems. He goes and talks to his dad.
yeah,
Never did that. But I didn't go talk to my mom. I didn't talk to my parents
Right,
about my
that's
girl
valid.
problems.
Yeah.
Like problems like that, I didn't.
Well, I never had a girlfriend, so I didn't have to talk about that. Anyways.
you had a girlfriend. I mean, she was your girlfriend in high school, though.
No, well, we're talking about childhood.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. But I think high school is part of your childhood.
Nah, that's some.
I never really
It was my
asked
senior
for
year,
help
so-
on homework.
Yeah, no, my family was too dumb to help me with
Yeah,
my shit.
same.
Granted,
I
I
asked
didn't
my
need
sister.
it, but
Yeah, I asked my sister.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't ask him very many like problem related things that weren't just like, yo, this thing's not working. How do I fix it? Or
But you said you went to your mom with everything.
yeah,
For
I mean,
everything.
occasional things, breakdowns I had, be with my mom. That's the one I'd call if I had broke down now. That's why I'd call it Pepsi like every other day, having a breakdown. Call my mom.
You ever call your mom crying?
Yeah.
Really?
Huh?
Oh, I'd never done that.
No.
No, I've never done that
I was
either.
gonna say I
I
don't
cried with her.
Yeah.
We went to church one time. A long time ago. I started having a breakdown. We were in the parking lot. She just put it in reverse and just left.
Didn't go to
She was
church?
like, we need to be going to church, but I understand like how you feel right now, and you don't need like because it's church. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. It's
You don't
like
need
you
that.
don't need that right now from them.
Mm.
So we just went home.
Oh, your mom is so cool, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I've had stuff like that, but
Yeah. No, I've never. Nah, dude. I haven't cried in a really long time. But when I cried, it was in my room. fucking head in a pillow or blanket, and just like, I'm not showing nobody that shit.
Yeah.
Try to at least. I have before in front of them. You know, when we're like conversating, you're like getting really, really deep, but
Yeah, no, I never
cried,
really
I
had.
cried
Like,
yesterday. No, Friday.
never really had deep conversations.
Because I had so much dust in my goddamn eyes, boy. I
Such
was
a
like,
punk
God
ass, boy.
damn. It was rough. No, I didn't cry. I didn't cry in front of them.
Yeah.
I would cry because y'all know, like, I don't get mad. But when I got mad when my family was bad,
yeah.
I would cry when I'm getting mad at them.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like a weird anger.
More of like
build
anger
up.
cry?
Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like going off on them, but I'm like crying.
That's like the
But
only
I'm like,
man cry that's allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like angry crying. Yeah, that's what I would cry most of the time with my fam too. Actually, not too long ago, maybe like earlier this year or late last year, me and my brother had a heart to heart with my aunt and my uncle, who are like the only people in my fam who you can like talk to seriously and like call them out on their shit without them like getting mad and walking away. So we were all four of us were having a heart to heart. We stayed there till like 2 a.m. It's like talking. And everybody cried. Even my uncle cried. Little fucker. Yeah, even my uncle cried.
The last time
Good
I
time.
cried was my dad's speech.
Even I was getting water eyed with that. My boss said,
Man, it feels good to cry.
I know recently I'm like, I need a good cry, bro. I need to go watch a sad movie or something.
It was good.
Just let it out. Actually, I almost like my eyes got watery. I finally sat down and like looked at the lyrics and was like listening to Wash. I was like, damn, this shit deep, bro. Like, fuck, I need a girlfriend. Like, fuck.
Bro, I was just about to say, it wasn't Wash, though. When Wash came out on the Friday, I was listening to that. I listened like 20 times on repeat.
For sure.
And I was like, I need to listen to something else. So I played Kid again because it was out again.
I know.
And like I actually paid attention to the lyrics on that one.
Oh yeah,
And that one
one's
almost
so
made me
good.
cry.
Oh, that one makes me get emotional. Like I want to say crying, but get me emotional every time I listen to it.
And then the next
So
the
good.
next same song came on. It was Post Malone. And I got pissed.
Yeah, it's like,
Bro, I was taking a shower yesterday, bumping to some. I think I was listening to Coey Wessel, bumping that country, scrubbing my dick.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, congratulations comes on.
Oh.
In the shower, I can't change the song.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I noticed too, like every time Post Malone pops up, I'll instantly skip it.
I was, and you know what? What's up? It was congratulations. It's a bop.
Yeah,
Overplayed.
I started singing it.
for real.
I was like, damn, congratulations, damn. It's the worst.
No hate against Post.
No,
I
it's
love
a good. You
Post.
do. You're good.
He's just overplayed.
It's not even that it's overplayed.
No,
For me, it's just the feminineness of it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I feel like only women listen. Only women are fans of Post Malone, like openly
Nah.
fans. I'm not gonna like see Post Malone coming to Houston and trip out because I want to go see Post
Oh,
Malone.
so that's why you don't want to listen to it?
What?
You don't want to be a feminine, bro.
You don't want to be a girl, bro?
Dude,
Partly.
trust me, bro. But Jonas Brothers tickets. Come on, say, bro. I'm the first one gonna go buy them.
I could care less about Jonas Brothers.
I love the Jonas Brothers.
But I ain't
They're
gonna
so
lie,
good.
bro. I've been listening to Jesse Murph.
Yeah, I seen.
She go hard.
I don't.
I don't know what it is. Huh?
So don't know who that is.
Never
She-
heard of
she-
her
she's
until you
a-
texted me the other day.
She a female singer. She's like 20, but she's like getting
Damn.
big.
Yeah, the I-45.
Crazy.
Long one right there.
The song?
No, our pod.
Oh, hour 45. I thought you said I-45. And
Bruh.
I was like, what are you talking about?
When it
I-45.
closes, isn't it closed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's supposed to open up tomorrow at 10.
Like just straight up closed. Like
From
both ways, right?
Yeah, but it's not as much as I thought it was gonna be. It's only from like this entrance or the entrance in front of Target is where they're getting off and they're getting right back on. It's literally like only that section that's cut off right now.
I'm free when I'm underneath your light. Jaded and you open my eyes. I am a kid again. I can do anything.